In Chesterfield, it's 18 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can look for thunderstorms, with a high of 22 degrees and a low of 14 degrees.
Right guys, just catching my breath. We're out on another stealth camp, dark night camping. It's give it to be a very interesting night tonight. Give thunderstorms as at the beginning of the video. Roughly around about 9 o'clock tonight. It's currently about 7 o'clock. So we've got a full hour today before sunset at, I think it's 7:57 tonight. I haven't got a tent. I've just got a tarp, British Army bivI bag, British Army jungle bag with cotton liner and a ground sheet, and that is it. So if we get thunderstorms and rain tonight, it's going to make it very interesting. So yeah, something a bit different from just the usual let's go out and camp in a tent sort of situation. Going to try and mix it up and keep it interesting. So I'll bring you back when we're getting close to site. So for those of you that have been watching my channel for some time will know where this area is. Obviously it's stealth camping. I'm not going to let on where this area is, but if you want to know, I've had some really strange occurrences up at this place. I'll put a video on here, screenshot of a video. Go and watch that video and you'll understand how strange things have gotten up here. Yeah. So yeah, bring you back in a bit. There we come in. Right, so you can see where people have gone in. It's a track going all the way up there to an open fence up there, which is where I'm about to head now. I have to be really careful because there's brambles everywhere and I've only got my shorts on again like an idiot. So let's get through this pretty quick. It's all overgrown because obviously summer growth. I've usually come up here in the winter, but yeah, try and get through here. It's just watching your footing as you go because I've got heavy pack on and this is really slippy because it's been raining. So we'll take it very careful up here today. Bastard. That got me. Bloody thorns everywhere. So my legs are going to get ripped to shreds already going up here. Out, that's the one gone. Out. No pain, no gain here, guys. Right, we're in. Right, we are in. Get in here so nobody can see me from outside of there. That's it. Right, we're in. Oh, shit. Right. So as you can see, definitely not stopping around here with all the widowmakers around here. Wow, I'm going a bit further up. It's definitely a path going through here. So it's heavily travelled. I know that already. It's actually cooler in here than it is out there. It's less humid. We'll breathe it for a minute. Whew. It doesn't look like it, but this is on a really steep incline, and when you've got a backpack on, it's an absolute grueler getting up it, especially when it's really humid and warm. Right, I'm going to head up there because there's a path going along that ridge up there. It's going to take me to where I want to go. Just got to be careful in here because this is where that homeless encampment is. You might see it when we get up here. There's no point trying to not break any branches because there's literally branches everywhere. As you can see, activity, definitely homeless, I would say, with all the beer and cans and stuff, which is why we're not staying in this area. There's nobody here at the minute. I'm going to show you the homeless encampment. Don't think it's been used in a while. Here we go. It's down here. There we go. Right. Yeah. It looks like it's been torn down. Caution, trespassing. Please take your rubbish home, so it's been destroyed. Yeah. It's like the landowners have come down and destroyed the encampment. Which means there might be cameras around here now. I'll have to watch out for. But if we're asked to leave, we're asked to leave. We go. But this is why they've been asked to leave. Obviously, they've left fires again and all this sort of thing. So, yeah. Right. I'm gonna head down this way. So, if there are any cameras, they're not going to see me in the woods. We'll see what happens. Right, guys, before it gets too, I'll be quiet. Before it gets too dark to film, this is where I'm going to be. It's about 10 to night. You can see where I am. Just laid down on the ground under a tree in my bivy bag. I'll show you the rest of it. Okay, there we go. There we go. It is. That's what time it is. It is. You can see it on there. Yeah, forgot. Switch the screen up. Let's see if we can find what time it is. There we go. It is 10 to 9 at night. It's already dark. There's an owl. I know you can't see me, but I can't really put a light on in here because I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb if I put a light on. Even the red one. I'm going to wait until it's pretty late, probably 12 o'clockish, 1 o'clockish, and I can put a light on. There could be game wardens knocking about and stuff like that, so yeah, gotta be a bit careful. I am stealth camping. It's a very mild night. It's give a low of 15 degrees Celsius tonight, so it's pretty warm. and it's give thunderstorms from 9 o'clock onwards for this area. So like I said before, it could get interesting. It could get interesting tonight. We'll see how it goes. I've picked this area because these trees are really small, and if it does get windy, there's not much chance of them falling on me, really. The branches aren't that big by the looks of them. It's not like camping down that bit I came through earlier. Yeah, there's no way I would camp in there in a storm. Not a chance, with all the widowmakers and stuff knocking about. I'll bring you back in a bit. One in the morning. And all is well. No thunderstorms, never happened, no wind or anything. So that was a load of rubbish. Something moving down there. Don't know what it is down there. It's in those woods down there. I've been watching it for ages and it's like something moving, but I'm not sure what it is. Yeah. I'll bring you back if something happens. Not much happens. I think that's going to be it for tonight. It's just turned into a bit of a chill out camp, really, this. Just chilled out. Just listening to the woods and stuff. It's quite calm, it's quite peaceful. Maybe it's the calm before the storm. Who knows? Maybe they're going to come tomorrow morning. Right, I shall bring you back in a bit, guys. You can see that it's 5:30 in the morning. It's been a really peaceful night, actually. It's been a calm, peaceful night. No issues or anything. It's been really calm and peaceful, which is a bit of a change from the last one I did when there was all those motorbikes knocking about. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. Sometimes you need ones like this where it's just calm, peaceful, stealth camp, where you just come out and you just relax. Middle of nowhere, middle of the woods. Nobody about. A subscriber actually suggested this. Said, you know, you need to go back to be in the woods. And he was right. Urban stealth camping is not really for me. Especially where I live in Chesterfield, it's pretty dangerous. To be honest with you now. I think everywhere's dangerous now, where the world's going. But, yeah, uneventful. I'm going to wait till it gets a bit lighter and we get hot chocolate on. We get camp, breakdown camp, and then we'll head back out. I'll bring you back when it's lighter. Get the hot chocolate on. So, I think we're nearly done with boiling the water. We've got some, these are, I think it's Romanian chocolate. We've got Romanian next door neighbours and they were kind enough to give us some Romanian chocolate. It's really quite nice actually. It's dark chocolate. I'm not usually a fan of dark chocolate, but this isn't too bad. It's really nice. Just laid here enjoying the hot chocolate in a minute. Just being in the woods. It's so quiet. It's peaceful. If people just did this, just went out into the woods and just did this sort of thing, there'd be less. I think that there would. I think there'd be less violence in the world. Just come out into the woods and just chill out and relax when you get stressed, and just listen to nature. Just get out of the cities and the towns and the villages and just come up into the woods and the forests, the lakes, the rivers. And you just listen to the sounds of the woods, and everything just seems better. Everything just seems better once you've been up here and you've spent a night out in the woods. It's therapy. It's therapy, and it doesn't cost you any money to do it. Getting back to basics. You're not worrying about bills. You're not worrying about your house, relationships, stuff like that. You're just out in the woods, and your mind just becomes calmer when you're out here. It becomes more in tuned. If you stay out here for long enough, it becomes more in tuned. You definitely, become one with nature. Definitely. I think that's what a lot of people forget. We are actually animals. This is where we came from. We came from this, and we exchanged this for towns, cities. I could never live in a city. I know that for certain. There's no way I could live in a city. I'm glad I live in Chesterfield, which is just on the border of the Peak District, where it's 15-minute walk and you're out in the countryside, sort of thing. Yeah, it's just peaceful, really peaceful. Listen to the birds, movement of the trees. Wrong cue. Yeah, it's just great. Getting a bit deep and philosophical there. I'll bring you back in a bit. I'm just going to enjoy my hot chocolate and the peace and the sounds of the forest, I think. Bring you back in a bit, guys. Just enjoying last bits of my hot chocolate. And some of this awesome Romanian chocolate. That. You can see that. It's really nice. Like I said, I'm not usually a fan of dark chocolate, but that's really, really nice. It doesn't taste as really bitter as usual dark chocolate, like the really dark chocolate. It tastes a little bit like there's a little bit of milk chocolate in there with it. Oh, this is awesome. Anyway, I was going to say something. I've just remembered what I was going to say. Thank you for everybody that's subscribing to my channel. I'm up to I think I'm nearly up to 400 subscribers now. When I came out, I was on 399 subscribers when I came out. So yeah, it's brilliant for a little channel like me and these videos that I do. That's amazing. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with just having 400 subscribers, to be honest. Anything else is just a bonus, really. Having any above 1 subscriber is a bonus to me, really. I'm just glad people enjoy coming along and for the adventure and sharing it with me, because that's what this is. That's what this is. It's me bringing you guys. I mean, there's probably some people out there that can't get out into the countryside anymore and enjoy these sort of things, and that's what I do it for. I do it for those people, so they can come along and have an adventure and enjoy the outdoors. It's not like being here, but at least I'm sharing it with others. I also do a lot of YouTube shorts as well. There's quite a few on there now. One or two have got over 2,000 views on them now, so that's doing pretty well. My recent one was I did like a little mini review of the Underwood aggregator, I think it's called. I can never pronounce that thing right. I want to call it the agitator, because it really is. It agitates me, the way it's designed and stuff. There's no way I'd take that tent out ever. It's just like a big bivy bag, really. in a British climate, that would just be a condensation magnet. I thought the river country one was bad for condensation, and I'm not trying to upset people by saying that I don't like the tent. You know, it's just my opinion. If you like it, then that's good. That's all well and good. Everybody has different experiences with different pieces of equipment. That's why we've all got different kit, because we buy it to suit us. You know, if we like it, we buy it, and if it's good for us, then it's good for us. You know, I'm not saying that it's universally a bad tent. It's just not something that I would take out. And same with the Underwood agitator, I wouldn't take that out either, because they're just not built for a British climate. Our climate here in the UK, even in summer, is very there's a lot of moisture in the air, even at night. So that moisture has got to go somewhere. And if you've only got a single skin tent, then it's going to collect on the inside of the tent, and you'll never get rid of condensation ever. But you want to reduce it and manage it, really. That's why I think for a British climate, you're better off with a 2-skin tent. You just are. It's simple as that. There's no easy way to say it. Because, yeah, the condensation is going to collect on the first layer, the skin of your tent. And that's where you want it to be. You want it to run down the side of your tent and run away from you when you're inside the mesh bit inside your tent. And it's just a question of buying kit that suits you for your environment. So I'm not having a go at anybody. I'm not saying in my first review I might have been a bit harsh on it, but you know, looking back on that, you know, I realise it might work for other people, because people did come on the video and say, yeah, we've had no issues with it, and that's fair enough. If you had no issues with it, that's good. But I did have issues with it, and everything's a personal experience, isn't it? Like I said, that's why we've all got different kit. There's no like tent, sleeping bag, or anything, stove, that is going to suit absolutely everybody. There's no set standard that, yeah, this is the kit you have to buy. Everybody's different. Everybody likes different things. Everybody likes to be a different way. And it is what it is, isn't it? So, yeah, I'm not having a go at anybody. I'm just talking from my personal experience about what I thought about those tents. Mainly talking to a British audience who were thinking about buying it. It's like, it's not really for our climate. So yeah, just want to clear that up. Not trying to have a go at anybody or insult anybody. You know, I will say the agitator though, it's poorly designed. I said this to my my partner Michelle the other day. It's a great idea, poorly executed, the agitator, because the porch area on the side of the tent, if you put a bag up in there, then you're going to block your ventilation, and that's just going to cause more condensation. And if it's big enough to put the bag inside the tent with you. If you put the bag inside the tent with you and you get condensation, then all your bag's wet. So yeah, like I said, it might be the perfect tent for somebody else. It just isn't the perfect tent for me, and that's all I'm saying. So yeah, just thought I'd clear that up. As you can see, it's really light now. See my feet down there. That's how I slept last night, just under the tarp like that. All the kit at the side of me and stuff in the woods. I'll lift that up so you can have a look under there. The woods under there. So actually, I didn't realise last night, it's actually a oak forest, this, and little oak wood. Little, they're not saplings, I don't know what you call a medium-sized oak tree, but the young trees. But yeah, brambles everywhere, and that's why I've had to pick this spot here, because it was the least area where I had brambles around it. So they're a nightmare. We have a real problem with them in this country. They just take over everywhere. Sometimes I think it's done on purpose, that the landowners just let them run wild, so there are no flat open spaces, so people can't camp. And that's fair enough, you know. given what I saw yesterday with that homeless encampment thing, we can't really blame landowners when, you know, people do that to it. It's just, it ruins it for the rest of us. I mean, people such as me, I'll come in here, I'll clean up, you'll never know I was here. And that's how it should always be. But unfortunately, there's that minority that spoil it for the rest of us. And that's why we can't really wild camp here in England anyway. You can in Scotland. I don't think it's widespread in Scotland, but I think there's certain areas you can wild camp. But definitely England and Wales, it's definitely a no-no. Apart from Dartmoor, which is a national park, I think there's areas in there designated where you can wild camp. But I think that's in dispute at the minute, that, from what I've heard. A member of Parliament was trying to get it so people couldn't camp on that particular bit of land. Yeah. Well, the only reason we actually have national parks in this country, it wasn't because of the government, it's because people, I think it was the 1900s, where people decided that, you know, the countryside was for everyone. And I think it was how the Ramblers Association was formed. People did mass trespassers on land, and eventually the government gave in and created national parks so that everybody could enjoy the countryside, and that's how it came to be. So yeah, that's how that happened. And I guess it's going to be the same with wild camping. You know, if we can prove to people that you can come out here and you can look after your area where you're in, leave no trace, then, you know, maybe one day we'll have the same rights as they do in Scotland. You know, we'll be allowed to wild camp anywhere on the condition that you leave the area in the same state as you found it. And I think that's a reasonable request. You know, you're leaving it so other people can enjoy it, aren't you? And that, when I went to the Nine Ladies with SOG, that scheduled monument, you could see why we're not allowed to wild camp, because idiots come out and leave scorch marks, campfires, loads of them, around a scheduled monument and ruin it for everybody else. So I'm in two minds. I understand why we're not allowed to wild camp, because we've got that little minority that just don't give a toss about the land or the countryside. But then you've got people such as me, and like SOG and other people that do care about the land and want to preserve it for other generations. You know, and you know, I like to think that there are more people like me than there are of those that would destroy places. Well, yeah, it's just a shame, you know, because there's so many awesome places I could go and camp, but I can't because it really is private land. I mean, there's places like Chatsworth, Chatsworth House, and that that land on there. Yeah, I could go and camp on there, but it's illegal, and there's loads of wardens, there's loads of gamekeepers and stuff. It's just not worth the risk. You know, it'd be awesome to camp by the River Derwent near Chatsworth House and do a video there, but you can't do it because people have ruined it for us. Anyway, that's my rant over. So this is where I was last night. See, just tucked under that tree down there. Slept up against a tree with a bag. British Army bivy bag down there on a ground sheet. And that was it. And it was the once again, it was the OEX Bush Pro tarp. Did the job. I don't mess about with doing fancy knots. So with me, as you can see up there, it's just a bungee cord on either side. Bungee cord for the top. Easy to set up, quick, and easy to get down if you need to as well. That's what I do it for. Right, so now we're going to head off down this way. Of course, we need to go and get the trail cam, which is down here. And I wonder if we picked anything up last night on the trail cam. It's a lot easier when you can see where you're going. There's the trail camp. Undo that. Turn it off. It must have rained because this is wet. Must have rained in the night, I just didn't realise it. Find out where the thing is. Turn it off, that's it. Off. That's it, it's all turned off. Pick it back up again. I think we might have caught something down here because I did hear might have been a badger or a fox wandering around in this area, so hopefully we caught something. That's it. Trail camp. Look at that, you wouldn't have really seen me because I'm fairly low to the ground, and at night you're not going to see any of that. There was a light over there last night though. I was looking through the trees and I could see what looked like a torchlight, so whether some of the homeless people came back and found the camp destroyed and were trying to rebuild it, I don't know. But there was definitely a torchlight over that area. I think the reason they don't come up in this area is because they think there's a gate up there. We saw the gate yesterday, it's up there. I think they think there's the security on site. That's why they don't come this far up. I didn't hear anybody up here last night at all. So that's the beauty of just sleeping out without a tent as well. You've got a 360-degree view all around you of the area. Let's see if I can find a better way to get in and out rather than go through those trees all the time. Come around this way. Yeah, I'm not going to come this way with a backpack because I'm not going to get under that thing. Yeah, I might have to come through here rather than, yeah, that's going to do it. Just planning my route back out so I don't have to get caught up on any trees or anything like I did on the way in. Yeah, that's going to be the way out, I think. Yeah. Through there, through those two trees and out on that path, going out that way. Yeah, right, let's get packed up and be gone. as you can see, leave no trace. Move these back. I'll move these back where they were, these brambles. I can go back over here now. That's it. That's it. Just got to sort my water out now, and that's it. I'll be off. Coat's up there. Selfie stick. I'm just making sure I've got everything. All my walking sticks are on the back of my pack, so I don't have to go back like in one of my other camps where I had to go all the way back. But yeah, we're all done and dusted, I think. Ready to head off. That's it, look. No litter, nothing anywhere. And this is how you should leave your camp. Nothing anywhere. Obviously the grass is flattened down, but that'll recover over time. I think that's dying off anyway. It'll grow back next year with the summer growth. But it's very misty. It's very misty out. You can't really see what it's like, but it is very... Try and get up over there. You can see it's misty over there, look. So I think we're going to have a hot day today because all the moisture is evaporating. I think it is starting to rain a little bit as well. So I'm going to pack up the rest of my equipment and then we're going to start walking out. Right, let's walk out of here. Go this way around. It's really easy through here. Go right around. So we'll go through these trees here. Instead of going underneath them. Oh, this is going to be fun. Obviously that's going to fucking break off. Jesus. Yeah, it's definitely not a place that's designed for a high rucksack. Right, we're going to walk out this way. A bit better in the daylight. See where you're going. Bend down a bit under this one. That's it. I'm ready now. Go around that. You've got to have your eyes everywhere because these little things here, these little twigs in your eyes are lethal. And that's why it's so dangerous at night walking around in a wood like that, where the branches are so low. You just got to keep an eye on your eyes all the time. I remember this bit. Yeah, this is where you used to be able to walk through, because this is the main path here. But obviously there's a tree down in front of it now, so I'll have to go round. That would have been the way out. I'll have to go through here. A bit better today because I've actually got long trousers on, not short, so I could go for it. Now this is where people have been going. You can see a track going through with footprints, so people have been going through this way. That's it. Right. There we go. Tap down here. Go through this bit. That's it. Right. Now, if memory serves me right, this way takes us back through to where I need to be. We'll go this way. Yeah, this is it. It's the track. It looks like trees have been cut down deliberately to stop people walking through. That's what it looks like, because this is the main footpath. I think this tree's been chopped down purposefully to stop people walking along the path. I mean, in here wouldn't have been bad. The only thing wrong with this area in here is badgers. Lots of badger activity in here. And it looks like somebody's been building things in here as well. I'm not even sure what time it is. I'll have a look in a bit what time it is and I'll update you. It's got to be, I'd say probably 7:30ish, maybe even later than that. Here, look, badger activity. They've been digging roots up around here. There you go. Something met a sticky end there. I'm guessing it's probably a fox that's had a pigeon. Yeah, it looks people have been blocking the paths with branches and logs and stuff. Stop people walking through. Because that's straight across where people have been walking. Don't really do much. Oh, something just made a fresh burrow there, look. See the fresh dirt? A little hole down there, like a little mouse or something that's made a little nest for itself in that area. Making sure I'm staying on the right path here. I'm not going on the one I went on before. Yeah, it looks like people have been trying to block the path because there's another tree down here right across the path. It's a bit of a coincidence that. I'll have to duck down underneath this thing. Here we go. Down we go. Yeah, like I said, you can't blame the landowners when you've got people making a mess of the place. You can see how misty it is down there. Trying to zoom in for you. You can see it's misty. You know. Guessing the main path is up here. It's like a path up there. Can't tell where the path is anymore. Down through here. Lots of holly trees. Right, we're on the main path now out. See if I can see that gap in the fence in a minute. At least it's downhill this time, it's not uphill. Stop and give you a view of the woods. There you go. I'll be going down there in a minute, I think. We're not far from that homeless encampment where we are here. Yeah, it's there. So there's the homeless encampment up there, those trees. We're going to go down this way. Out. Through this. Yeah, be careful. Well, didn't have any strange encounters last night. So that's another place completed where I've camped. So that's that crossed off. I think this is yeah, it's awesome. Give you a bit of a view of the area. Trying to find out where that entrance is. Where the entrance is to get us out of here. I think it's down here. Not sure. Alright, where are you, entrance? They're over this way, I think. Finding the way out now. I'm a bit lost. It's around here somewhere. Is that it? Yep. There's a path here. Yeah, I think it's down this way. Destroy the trees coming through again. Where is the way out? Oh, there we go. Found it. I found it. Right, guys. This is where I'm going to end it. Great little camp again. Great little stealth camp. Really enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys came along on the adventure. This is Dark Night Camping, signing off. I shall see you in the next adventure.